I've been living here for about 2 months and I cannot find a sofa. And my husband was like, listen, I'm gonna go get a futon. And I felt like that was a threat. So I had to go to Amazon and I had to figure out something. And so I went to my storage unit and I grabbed a bunch of items that I felt would work well in the space temporarily. And so I'm gonna put those together and do a mini makeover. Well, it's actually not a mini makeover, it's a full makeover, but it's only with items that I already own and a new inexpensive sofa from Amazon. Now, I had no place to put my shoes at the entryway of my apartment, so I found this shoe rack that I purchased from IKEA a long time ago, and I reassembled it and it fits perfectly at the front door. Just needed a place to put, like I said, my shoes in a little basket to kind of corral all my dog stuff. You have 3 back cushions which sit on the back plate, and then you also have 3 seat cushions. The seat cushions are firm, the back cushions are really soft, kind of too soft, but they're doable for the amount of money that I spent on the sofa. It's acceptable. And then you also have this front panel which connects each piece or armrest. And then you have the seat frame. And the seat frame, it has like some metal springs or metal S-hooks. I'll show it to you in a few minutes. And then you also have the cover for the front panel. So all in all, it's not a whole lot of pieces, but it is, enough to get you a nice deep sofa. So that's what I like about it. And here is all of the hardware parts that it comes with. I swapped my legs out, which definitely upgraded the sofa. And you can also cover it as well, which I've done. So yeah, not too bad for the price point. I did some research and I came up with this sofa here. And this is actually really traumatic to watch because I had just flown back in from Chicago this day. I had a young family member to pass away, my niece. And this actually helped me take my mind off of things, just needing to put this sofa together. So as you can see, the sofa is really compact. They did a really good job at packing the items inside of items and then using the vacuum seal to make all of the cushions fit better. So the first thing that I did was remove those because it takes 72 hours for the cushions to fully expand. And I want to say that this sofa had a total of 5 pieces, not including the seat back cushions and the seat cushions. So it had both of the sides, and like I mentioned before, the side panels actually had a lot of the materials packaged inside of it. So that's how they're able to ship it for an affordable price. Now, if you want to hack this sofa and make it heavier, you can always add some type of wood in the inside, and that would make the sofa itself a lot sturdier. I didn't do that, but as you can see, it has plywood, which is a good thing because I've shown you on this channel a previous sofa that I purchased from the big box furniture store. It had particle board. So the fact that this cheap sofa has plywood in the inside, I was a little impressed. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is the legs of this sofa, because we're going to address that later on in the video. Now, once you attach the legs to the sofa, you just turn the sides back over and stand it up. The piece that goes on first is the piece in the front. And then there's going to be the back piece, and then you're going to drop in the seat. So that's a total of 5 pieces. The Amazon links are down below, so go check it out if you are in the market for a new sofa and you don't want to break the bank. The fabric is attached just by simply applying them together. Their different materials cause them to instantly attach to one another. And the key to making this look professional and high-end is to take your time and make sure that there are no ripples whatsoever. You want it to be as smooth as possible. I make sure to attach the fabric inch by inch so that it can be as smooth and as seamless as possible. Then I added the back. It is recommended to use 2 people to do this. But since my dog Jackson was not down to help, I had to get creative and slide these in myself. Now on the back of the sofa, there's some boucle fabric as well, which is nice if you don't want to put your sofa against the wall. But as you can see, these have like some metal brackets, and you just line them up with the metal brackets on the back portion and just slide it in. Now the seat portion, I don't know what happened, but I did not get a chance to film it. But as you can see, there are some black pieces that are sticking out. You literally just set it on top. And this is how it looks. Here's a tip for when you are packing up furniture. Never ever apply tape directly to the furniture, because if you decide to store it for a long period of time, when you go to remove that tape, it's going to allow residue to get stuck on, and you are going to probably have some dings and scratches on the furniture. Instead, apply plastic and then apply the tape to the plastic. It just cuts down on damage and sticky residue. Now, if you have been following me for some time, then you know that this was the first coffee table that I purchased in my living room makeover back in 2019. And I never sold it. I, you know, basically disassembled it and put it into my storage unit, which was actually a good thing because I have not had the time to really source anything or come up with any designs for my new place. So in the meantime, I was able to go to my storage unit and shop what I already own. So I'm going to be reusing this coffee table for a little bit. Now, the same thing goes for these rugs that I had in storage. I purchased these rugs from IKEA, and this was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. And I purchased them because they were on sale for $5. And I didn't know when I was going to need them, but I was like, I'm pretty sure $5 rugs will be needed at some point. So I am going to kind of makeshift a rug just for the time being, because it's really echoey in my apartment. It doesn't feel cozy. And these are super, super flexible, so I can wash them if Jackson has an accident or anything. So I'm just going to double them up because I do not believe in island rugs, and I need both feet of the sofa to fit on this rug. So I'm just going to put them side by side. Now I have a total of 4 of these rugs. One I'm using under my desk currently, and then I have an extra one that I kind of like doubled up, and it's on the left side of the sofa near the chair, and that's where Jackson is kind of hanging out, and his bed is on top of that rug. Now, here's a quick close-up look at the boucle and the details of the sofa. As you can see, the backrest is pretty thin, but it is sturdy, so I do like that. And I like the size of the sofa. I like that the arms are not super skinny. Now, what I don't love is the fact that it is not protected and that it's a white sofa. And I also don't like the legs of the sofa. It looks a little cheap, you know? So I'm going to show you how to update a sofa using slip covers and new feet. Now the black parts that you see on the sofa, they actually attach to the cushions, the seat and the back cushions. There's a little piece of fabric that you tear off, and that ensures that the sofa cushions are not slipping and sliding. Before you start to apply the sofa cover, locate those back tabs. They just say back, so you'll know what's the front and which one is the back. And that's all I did here. Now, I don't know if you can tell, the sofa cover is just a little bit too small, like a hair too small, but I'm going to make it work. Also, I purchased two sofa covers, not one. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to have enough individual covers for the seat cushions and for the back cushions. So technically I have a whole nother sofa cover that I'm not using because it came with two for the actual sofa and three for the seat cushions, but I purchased two so that I can have a total of six for the cushions. That's just a quick pro tip if you want to securely cover everything and make it look, pretty stylish. Now, the next pro tip that you can do to make the sofa look expensive is to steam it. I have this steamer from Conair, and in my opinion, this is probably the best steam iron on the market. It has a big oval shape that has like all metal, so it mimics an iron, but then it's also a steamer. And it has an attachable piece, which is perfect for the fabric of this sofa. I was able to remove all of the wrinkles, and that also makes this seat cover look a lot more expensive.